Hey Fly Girls, this is Coach Alissa, owner of UFlyy Success Coaching for Women and president of UFlyy International Success Institute. And today I'm going to challenge your status quo. I want to ask you about your existing state of affairs. I want to know about the condition of your life, what the environments in your life look like right now. Why is that important? Because it's really important to your success. It's important to your hope for a future and what you see in your future, right? And the condition of your life tells you a lot of things. It gives you a lot of information about where you are and what needs to change in order for you to get back on track and get refocused so that you can move forward in your life and make progress on achieving goals and things like that. So the first question I want to ask you about is about those environments of your life. Number one, what are your relationships looking like these days? And I'm not talking about just anybody. I'm talking about your family life and those closest friends, those people that you hold near and dear to you, those people who are very, very close to you. They know you through and through. Well, just about anyway. What is the condition of those relationships? Your spouse, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, or those best friends, those besties that you have in your life. What are those relationships looking like? Are they encouraging? Are they inspiring? Are they supportive? Let's take a good look at that and see exactly if those relationships are either moving you toward your hope for a future or moving you away from it. Think about that for a second while I ask you this next question. What does your physical space look like? Some challenge. You're getting all in your business, right? What does your home look like? What does your office look like? What does your desk look like at work? That's your environment, right? Is it organized or is it completely chaos? You don't know where anything is. You're not sure, what's going on in your desk or what's going on in your house. You just know that if you're going to look for something, it's going to take you about 30-45 minutes. Is that going on? Or are you a complete neat freak and you come unglued if things are not precisely where you want them to be? What I want to know really about your physical environment is it helping you to produce progress? Is it helping you to move forward in your life, right? Is it helping you by providing you with a space that you can work in? Is everything completely separate and everything where you need it to be in your life? You know what I mean by that? Does every little piece of every little thing has a home? Even if it's not completely, organized, there's a space for it. There's a home for it. Think about that while I ask you the next question. What about yourself? That's an environment. What about yourself? What about your body? What's going on with your health and wellness right now? How do you feel right now at this moment? You might say, well, I feel great. I'm looking at you on this video. Or you might say, well, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I have a little cold. Well, let's dig a little bit deeper with your health and wellness. Let's talk about what challenges you have in your body and how are these challenges keeping you from moving toward your goals. Okay, some of us, maybe by choice and sometimes because we don't have a choice, we have to do things in order for us to survive. So we have to work through sickness. We have to work through those complicated times that we're having with our bodies, especially us women, and sometimes we maybe slack off a little bit on self-care. We might say, well, I know I could use the massage or the pedicure or even the checkup to the doctor, but that can wait. I have to work these 50, 60 hours this week. I have to take care of the kids. I have to make sure that I get this done, that done, everywhere, here, there, everywhere, okay? And while you're multitasking, your body is screaming, please rest. I need medic, okay? So take a look at your body. Not only that, but what about your spiritual life? What does your relationship with God look like these days? Do you have a relationship with God? And how does that work? How does that relationship look? Do you seek Him in the morning, give Him the first fruits of your day? Do you sit at His feet? Do you meditate on Scripture? Do you read the Word? Do you take time to really just meditate and just think on the good things of God, think on the truths of God, right? Do you do that? Take a look at that relationship. Now, I know I talked about relationships, but we're talking about your spiritual life right now, and that's the self-environment. Another thing that I want you to look at in the self-environment is your gifts. What are those gifts and talents? I know some of us, we get into this routine of doing the same things over and over again that we completely check out of life. We know exactly what's going to happen. It's so predictable that we're not really challenged to use our gifts or talents every day. We work in an environment where it's pretty much mechanic. And you answer the phones, you file the papers, you copy whatever, 1, 2, and 3, you do it all over again. Or you may be, challenged to speak or talk about some things that you really don't find any interest in, but it's a job. It's a job. There's two different things, right? Your career and a job. A career, let me tell you something. I have an amazing career coach that I talk to frequently, and she always says that there's a difference between a job and a career. A career is something you love to do. A job is something that you have to do in order for you to survive, right? To get the money. So what is going on with your gifts and talents, and how creative are you these days? How much do you think about your gifts and those things that you do intuitively, successfully, without practice? Think about that. Think about your gifts and talents. That's your environment of self. And last but not least, what does your network look like? I know you might say, well, didn't you talk to me about relationships already? Well, your network has a specific purpose. It plays a specific purpose in your life. And these are people that we connect with: organizations, institutions, people, individuals, even businesses, things like that, that we connect to for a purpose, so that we can have this kind of exchange, this reciprocal exchange of ideas for a specific purpose. It could be for your business ideas. It could be for your, it could be for something greater than you, a bigger goal that you want to achieve, right? So you connect with people on purpose so that you can learn something from them and in turn teach them something, right? And that's what a network is. What does that look like? Do you have an established network, or are you building on that? Or there's an importance to having alliances in your life. Huge importance, not just for business, but for personal reasons as well. There's a reason why I connect with a career coach. Not just because I pay her to be my coach, but also because we have a relationship with friends. And so there are certain things, and she has a certain perspective and a certain view that I sometimes don't see. And it's good to have that with someone else. It's also good to develop network relationships like that with people who, may be already living your quote-unquote, vision. And so I like to connect with women who are already living what I plan to become in the next 5 to 10 years. They're already authors. They're already, world-renowned speakers. They're already bestsellers. They already have bestsellers. They already have a successful coaching practice, things like that. So I establish a network with them. I have a network of women on my social media pages, as well as in my phone, on my personal address book. And I keep in touch with those women because I want to know exactly what they're doing to produce the success that they have in their lives. So with that, I want you to, if you have to, jot down a few notes and, review this video again, and just constantly be aware of those environments of your life. It's very important that you look at those environments and be aware of where you are in each of them, and understand if they're contributing positively to your goals and where you plan to go in your life. Make sure you look at your relationships, your physical environment, yourself, and your network. Those are 4 environments. There are more, but those 4 environments are going to help you to either move forward or take you further away from your goal, okay? I hope that you have an amazing day. If you have any questions, please email me at alissa@uflyy.com. I love you. I hope to hear from you soon. Mwah! Have a blessed day. Oh, and remember, if you want to fly to new heights in your life, you're going to have to take a leap. Bye.